What's up, great people? Recently, last month, you've already heard, if you didn't know, you should know that you can't just go get that CDL, the old backdoor route, or the little loophole route, or whatever route, how you call it, where you can just do it easily anymore. You got to go to school, brother, sister. Let's talk about it. What's up, YouTube? Country CEO back in the house again, man. Look, you want a CDL? Training is required now. Yes, sir. Yes, man. Look, welcome back to the channel, subscribers, family, friends, everyone. We love you. Glad to be back once again. Talk about this thing. I made a little small video when I heard it that day, that Monday or Tuesday, whenever it was, in February 7th, I believe it was. And just to enlighten y'all, hey, today was the last day. So now I want to go a little bit more in depth about what had happened and transpired and what you can expect from this day forward, right? So title of this video is Want CDL? Training is required, right? All right, so the easy and quick route to getting a CDL has ended, brothers and sisters. You must now get training from a or by a certified instructor. All right, let's get into it. The old backdoor route, right? We used to be able to just take the test, study rather, get the book, study, take the test, written test, air brakes and general knowledge for Class B, get the old permit. I think the permit was 60, 90 days, something like that. And then you have that amount of time to go and take a road test, which pre-trip, post-trip inspection, and drive in the vehicle to show that you can operate it and what have you. And then that guy would pass you, give you this paperwork, take back to DMV, get your medical card, obviously, pay that guy, obviously, and all that good stuff. But go to DMV, turn the paperwork in, get your CDL, just like that. That's what I did over 21 years ago. Just that easy and simple, as recently as before February Saturday, folks were doing that, right? But no longer, if you're just now starting the process, you can no longer do that, right? So what's the new and only way now, CDO, as of February the 2022? All right, glad you asked. I'm going to be looking here because I had to actually write down the stuff. So here's what Washington, D.C., U.S. Department of Transportation said on February the 7th. The U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration launched its trainer provider registry as the final step in implementing new entry-level driver training standards for individuals seeking to obtain a commercial driver's license or certain endorsements, right? So it's a registry and things that they're starting now to better provide safe drivers on the road, and this is the final step in that implementation, right? So here's what they're doing. They're saying that the registry is going to do this, right? It's going to provide an online database that aims to improve highway safety by doing two things. Number one, maintaining the list of registered training providers. That's the trainers, that's the schools, that's the certified instructors, right? They're going to have a list of registered training providers that have self-certified and that they meet the federal training requirements. That's number one. And then number two, guess what they're doing also? They're going to retain a record of all individuals going forward who have completed the required entry-level training. Did you get that? You are now going in a federal, on a list and a registry and a database now going forward that shows that you've been properly trained, okay? All right, so look, here it is. As of February 7th, entry-level drivers subject to the entry-level training regulation must complete the required training from a registered training provider before obtaining a CDL or specified endorsement for the first time. I'm going to read that again. As of February 7, 2022, entry-level drivers are subject to the entry-level driver training regulations. They must complete the required training from a registered training provider before they can get the CDL, y'all. That's what's going on right now. All right? So watch this. State driver license agencies will now use the information in the training register provided by the feds, y'all. All right, to verify that a CDL applicant has completed the required training before giving you that doggone license. Like, matter of fact, let me back up. Before giving you the skills or knowledge test. You can't even take the test now unless your name is on the list. in that database that you finished school, that you got some kind of training. Did you get that? Right? Look, if this video is valuable to you so far, hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I ain't through yet. We got some more. All right? So watch. Individuals subject to these regulations are who? CEO. Who is subject to these regulations? The person that are trying to obtain or class A or B for the first time. All right? Trying to get a class A or B for the first time. Or you're trying to upgrade an existing B to an A, an existing B, to an A, all right? Or you're trying to obtain a school bus, passenger, or hazardous materials endorsement for the first time, right? So here it is again. Hit the three groups of people that this is for. If you're trying to get a Class A, Class B for the first time, you're trying to upgrade from a Class B to a Class A, or you're trying to get an endorsement for school bus, passenger, or hazardous materials for the first time. Oh my goodness, they have changed the game on this. And look, I ain't tripping. This is all about safety. I'm all about safety. Your family's on the roads. My family's on the roads. I ain't tripping, right? All right, so individuals that hold a commercial driver license learner's permit issued before February the 7th, right? If you got your permit, in other words, you took the test and got that permit before February the 7th, you are not subject to these new regulations. So praise God if you got that done, right? All right. So long as you obtain that CDL before, all right, the new the permit expires, right? You got to go ahead and get that CDL before that permit expires. So you can't just lay back and chill, right? Thinking, oh, I got time, I ain't got to worry. No. That's a 69-day permit that they gave you to get that driving skills part done or to take that test. You got to go ahead and get with it, brother, sister, and go ahead and get it done, right? All right. Individuals that previously held the types of licenses or endorsements listed above are not subject to these regulations. Let me say that again. In other words, plain language, folks that already had a CDL or endorsements listed above, you ain't subject to those regulations, even if the previously issued license or endorsement is not valid. What does that mean? In other words, if your license, if you previously had license or if you previously had endorsements and or both expired, then you still won't have to go to through this new training when you go to renew the license or to go get the new endorsement again, right? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's the exception. This is just what it is. So I hope that those of you who got that permit, go ahead and get that license before that stuff expire. Those of you who desire to get that B or that A, you just got to do a little training. But look, safety is key. You need to know what you're doing anyway, right? So look, if this video has been valuable to you, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Country CEO is out of here. Want CDL? Training is now required. I'm gone.